Welcome back to Adulting Unafraid. I am super excited to be here because we're going to go over how to transform your credit in 30 days. 5 things, get it done, 30 days. Your credit life is going to change big time, and it all wraps around revolving lines of credit. Here we start with people have such a misunderstanding about credit cards. Just because you have a credit card, it's going to be maxed out and you have to spend all this money on it and show that you've made your payments and you do all this crap. And it's not true. You can use your credit card no different than you would use your debit card. And I mean this, I swipe my credit card for 25 bucks to whatever I'm doing. Maybe I went and got a soda and a dinner out. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to say that money's out of my bank account. So you tell me I got points using my credit card and I took the money immediately out of my bank account. It's a win. What gets people in trouble is when they just swipe and never pay it off. They live for, I got to have it now, even though I don't have the money in my bank account to pay it off. I've got to have it now. And now I owe $100, pretty soon $200, pretty soon $1,000, pretty soon $2,000, pretty soon $3,000. The monthly payment's $50. No big deal. I can just make that minimum payment of $50. Pretty soon that $3,000 to pay it back is $6,000 because you're paying such a high interest. Treat your credit card like it's a debit card. Gain the points, get the rewards. It's possible. Let's walk through all of this. Also, Deb Mortgage Queen, I am passionate about credit. I will talk until I'm dead about how you should handle your credit appropriately. So use your credit card like it's a debit card. However often you're paid, you pay off that credit card. I get paid every other week. Therefore, every other week when I get my paycheck, I'm paying off the money on my credit card. Mentally, when I swipe that card, I know it's got a $1,000 balance. The first $1,000 of my paycheck is already gone. If I'm depositing $2,500 every other week in my bank account, I swiped my card, I owe $1,000 on that Friday. I'm not getting paid $2,500. I'm only getting paid $1,500. I've already spent that money. Now, the right thing to do is to be ahead. I have $2,500 in my bank account from last week. Now I'm going to spend $1,000 on my credit card, so I don't have $2,500 in my account anymore. I only have $1,500. I've spent money I've already made. So I'm either spending money I've already made and I'm pulling the money out of my bank account to pay off my credit card, or I'm very conscientious of the money I've got coming is already gone out of my bank account. Now, what you have to be cautious of is if you overspend. So I've got a $2,500 check coming on Friday. I know that's how much money is going to get deposited into my bank account. So I can spend all this money. It's not a problem. Wait a minute. What if that paycheck has to pay $1,000 towards rent? Now you only have $1,500 of that money. What if that paycheck also has to pay $500 towards a car payment? Now you only have $1,000. What if you have utilities? What if you have a cell phone? What if you have your car insurance? And you only have $200 of that paycheck that's going to be left? That means you do not spend more than $200 on your credit card. Get the points. Don't get yourself in any type of a financial problem. That is the biggest thing. The next thing down the line, that was number one. Number one, if you're writing notes. Number two, know what your statement closing date is. So no matter what, let's say the statement closing date is the 13th. If you can't see this on your online account, you should be able to actually call the company that you have your credit card through and say, hey, what's my statement cutoff date? Usually it's a fixed date of the month based off of when you open the card. So it could be the 13th, it could be the 17th, it could be the 1st. It all is different for each person. So you have to look at the card itself. It has nothing to do with the last day of the month or the first day of the month or the 15th of the month. Know your statement cutoff date, your closing date, because no matter what, you want that thing paid off before that date. So if the statement cutoff date is the 13th, on the 12th, you're paying that balance in full. Gone. You want that completely zero balance. I do not care what the World Wide Web tells you about, oh my gosh, no, you want it to show a 10% balance. It's okay to have 50%. No, it's not. When you're trying to have a perfect credit score, have activity on the credit report with that credit card, but do not let it report with a balance. Just don't. So know your statement cutoff date, statement closing date. That's number two. So we're treating our credit card like it is a debit card. Money's already spent out of our bank account. It's not a pay raise for having a credit card. Step number two is know your statement cutoff date, your closing date. Know it, live by it, breathe, sleep, drink about it, whatever. The next one is, we already touched on it just a little bit, is when you know that statement closing date, you know the balance that you need to have on your account. If for some reason you messed up your budget, and you didn't have the ability to get that thing paid off completely, pay it as low as you can. Ideally, less than 10% of the high credit limit. So if you can borrow $1,000, try to have everything paid down to be less than 100. 10% of whatever you can borrow. Try to keep that as low as possible. If for some reason something weird happened, and then get your crap back together and get yourself back on track and get the money back on that credit card so you're not paid interest. You do not want to be charged interest. As soon as you get charged interest, that's when everything gets ugly in your financial world, because now you're borrowing money. Instead of leveraging a credit card's money, no interest, you're borrowing money, and it's an extremely ridiculous 20% plus interest that you're paying for that luxury. Don't do it. It is that simple. Fourth thing, you have to make sure the balance is paid off by your due date as well. So you have the closing date, we'll just say the 13th. That means the payment due date is the 25th. So I'm paying off everything by the 13th. I'm paying off everything again by the 25th. So 2 dates, the closing date, the payment due date. Both of those dates, you need to make sure you know every single month, and you pay the balance off. Now, if I get paid every Friday and my statement cutoff date is Thursday, this is why you want to be a little ahead, because you have to be able to pay off that balance on that Thursday, even though you don't get paid till Friday. Don't spend money you don't have, because you need to be able to pay that balance off before you get future money. So if your statement cutoff day is Thursday, you get paid on Friday, that statement cutoff date should have been money you're pulling out of your bank account from the paycheck before, not the future paycheck. Think about that. If my statement cutoff date is Thursday and I get paid on Friday, if I do not have enough money in my bank account to pay that balance in full, and I need my paycheck tomorrow, Friday, to pay it off, you're getting yourself in trouble. Your statement cutoff date Thursday should have money pulled out that you had from last Friday, money that you already had in your bank account that you get to throw towards your credit card balance. If you're not doing that, get your crap together and get back on that path. Thing number 5, repeat it. Every single month, become obsessed with what's going on with that credit card. Know your dates, know the closing statement date, know the actual payment due date, know how much money you have in your bank account. Don't overspend. Sit down. What do I need out of each paycheck? How much am I okay to go spend? You're more than welcome to go spend a little extra. You're just not welcome to spend above and beyond what you can pay off every single time you get paid from the paycheck before. All right. I hope there's questions. Definitely reach out to me. My contact information is here. Comment. We can banter back and forth in the comments. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. So next week, we're going to talk about what damage happens when you actually let that report with a maxed out credit balance. So go out, be an adult. Don't be afraid. You got this. We can do it.